Others may still be tucked away in bed, but early mornings are a part of the routine in this individual's life. Ashton Preston wakes up early to begin his journey to progression, with balancing academics, executive positions, and football.
Well, I started playing football around the age of 4. What most people don't know is I hated football growing up. I was a basketball guy, and I was a basketball guy leading up all the way until my ninth grade year in high school. That's when I started to make the transition of focusing more on football. Mostly because I was around 5'10", 5'11", and you kind of need some height to play basketball. So thought I would try my luck in football and take that route. So that's one thing I started doing. Then, as I started focusing more on football, that's when colleges started taking more notice of me, and which I came down to the decision of choosing North Texas during my senior year. My major is psychology, and I minor in business management. And typically, starting out my freshman year, it was very very hard managing football and school and classes and everything. Mostly because we had games on Fridays, and we were also practicing in the afternoons. So practicing afternoons, we couldn't schedule classes between 1 and 6, which was a huge hassle. Having games on Fridays, we couldn't necessarily schedule classes on Fridays, and if you did, majority of the time you mostly missed those classes too. But going into my sophomore year, I started balancing my time a lot more, scheduling. I even had a planner. I've never had a planner in my entire life, so I started using one of those. Also started putting things in my phone just to keep track of my day and planning my day out. Because as a football player, what most people don't know is we have to schedule our days out from 7 a.m. to almost 9 o'clock at night, whether it be with football practice, classes, or even study hall. We have to schedule all these things because we can't miss these certain things. It's just part of the lifestyle that we chose. So with that being said, like now I've grown a lot better when it comes to time management.
Growth has allowed Ashton to maintain his responsibilities on and off the field. The ability to cultivate his leadership role on the team.
Seen as an honor, specifically for me, especially because I had guys when I first came in that mentored me and kind of showed me the ropes of how things were, and I see it as I'm kind of carrying over what they taught me to these younger guys, and also giving them some more advice on things that I learned along the way that I necessarily wasn't taught going through the motions and things like that, so they won't make the same mistakes as me. So I see it definitely as an honor.
The North Texas Mean Green football team, led by head coach Seth Luttrell, will play Troy in New Orleans December 16th. They are determined to bring back a championship to the
city of Denton. And that's one thing that we have really focused on, and one thing that Coach Trust told us even at the beginning of the year, that one thing we definitely want to do is win our bowl game, is win the bowl game, and bring a trophy back to this city, which hasn't kind of been a norm for this city. But we want to kind of create that norm of us winning championships and making it to bowl games and huge bowl games and compete for championships and things like that.
With his outstanding leadership and passion for football, Ashton Preston has faith that his team can do what some see to be the impossible. Kiana Freeman, NTTV News.